So here we go. The engines on the dummy grid have been fired up. Jacob Ashcroft and Albert Friend will lead a capacity field onto this 1100-metre circuit. Starting on row number 2 will be Will Green and Luca Holmes-Ballock, Ellis Bell and Cole the Closer Denham on row 3.
Row number 4 will see Finley Lines and Blair Smith take from that row. Joshua Griffin and Noah Barham go from row 5. Oliver Majewski and Kai Clark, they round out row number 6.
Albie Lapper and Oliver Meek start on row number 7 ahead of Charlie Wolfett, watch for Charlie and Eva Morris, then Rory Armstrong and John Richardson.
Tom Reed and Ryan Gandor start from the top 20 on row 10. Daniel Minto and Nat Johnston, they round out row 11.
Jaden Sherwood and Isaac Barker are next, followed by Samia Paul, Finley Hines, Kieran Stewart, Thomas Butcher, Stanley Clark and Ella Lucia. Alex Goodson, Charlie King, Charles Kitely and Rook Thompson. Smart looking kart. Hopefully Rook will be able to get it going a little bit quicker. He's had a few engine issues. I think it's safe to say, I think Billy Albone's working really closely with him, but the waft has not been plentiful, but it'll be sorted for the next round. Here we go. Lights are out. We're off and racing. It's a good start for the pole sitter, and Jacob Ashcroft leads a capacity field through turn number 1 and down Dragon Straight with Albie Friend. Now looking to the outside, they go uphill. The crossover move into Spoon is on. Albie Friend can't quite get the move done.
Yeah, it was a nice start though, just couldn't squeeze it down the inside. Like you say, you hit kind of maximum velocity in these karts as you climb up the hill, and then you dive back down here through the carousel, and again, it just shows the different racing lines the driver's taken. Watch for the switchback again here,
great
my friend,
move.
And he's done it. He's got it down the inside, but he's going to hold it around the outside.
Absolutely superb stuff there.
Well, Jacob Ashcroft there, well, he just hanged it round the outside. He was able to keep control of it. Those tyres still working very well. I thought Albert Friend had that move signed, sealed and done down the inside, but Ashcroft certainly said no to that.
That is 2 ultra-talented drivers showing each other superb respect. Racing respect. Eat your heart out on that one, I have to say. That was great. You could not fit a cigarette paper between them, and now Friend, and well, there's a lot of respect, but Jacob Ashcroft, I might respect you, but on this track, you ain't my friend. Off track, we may be mates, but on track, no. And Albert Friend now trying it again. And this time he doesn't give Jacob the chance to stay on the outside. Friend leads, and already Cole Denham from 6th on the grid up into P3, and we've got another strawberry kart. I think that was that possibly a Kieran Stewart on the grass, the number 114 kart.
I think
it
so.
Was, yes, sadly.
Yeah, we also lost a lot of other drivers in that one as well. Even Morris dropped down 13 positions. John Richardson dropped down. Jaden Sherwood also dropping down as well. It's Kieran Stewart. There is Kieran Stewart, and
he's got a mohawk. He's had his hair cut in the shape of a mohawk. And last night, as Anthony and I were enjoying, you know, some of the atmosphere in the paddock, Kieran decided to assault both of us with a water pistol.
Yes, he did.
Not saying that him retiring with the final and attacking us with the water pistol are connected at all, but it's a great shame for that very chirpy, happy, cheeky young Scotsman.
Yes, indeed. Here we go, then cross the line we go. Friend leads then from Ashcroft, Denham, Green, Bell and Griffin, the top 6 from Barham, Clark, Lines and Wolf at the top 10. Big movers so far in this one. Charles Kitely for KR Sports currently sits in 19th place, 14 positions gained. Charlie King, who I interviewed before the pre-final,
yes.
His chain guard fell off in
Yes.
said pre-final. He's up 12 positions now in the top 20.
Now, don't forget, Charles Kitely, number 164, he got his front wheel locked inside his nose cone coming down the hill. It just got hit by another driver, and it just locked. So he had to like come off the track and like, you know, jiggle the steering wheel about to sort of unlock that front wheel. That's why he has started so far down. But before then, he was battling for the race lead. So with 12 minutes to go, Kitely is not out of this one yet. As they head down Dragon Straight side by side for about 7th place. That was Ellis Bell defending against the number 113 of Joshua Griffin. So 2 Scotsmen there battling, but they're losing touch with the top 4. And Noah Barham in 7th place in the 3rd of the Dan Holland Racing Karts. Kai Clark right behind Noah in a 4th Dan Holland Racing Kart will be closing in, but they both, well, Wolfett has now passed Clark, so Wolfit up into P8.
Will Green sees a 5-second in-race time penalty being added onto him.
Ooh,
so
from 4th place.
Yeah, exactly. So the Argenti driver is not going to be in a good place there. There you can see the rest of the field just going through their shop, but that will mean then that Joshua Griffin, Ellis Bell, Noah Barham will fit behind as well. A lot of people actually will have plenty of time to not worry about it as Majewski looks down the inside there on Kai Clark. And round.
Oh my word, Kai Clark spins backwards across the track, coming over a blind crest, and that has taken, there's a couple of strawberry Finley lines had to, he's stuck in the grass, and of course that rain that we've had has made, you can see the steam coming off the tyres, that sheen on the slick tyres. And Finley was a complete innocent victim there.
Yeah.
Ironically, it was his teammate spinning backwards across the circuit. I see it was Albie Lapper, the Strawberry Racing driver, and Finley Lines both had to take evasive action, and Lapper just about gets back on, but Lines beached just to the left of the camera there. Has he got himself back up and running?
No, I think he was out the car. I think he is out of this race. I think he was quite far off the track that he'd gone. But yeah, a bit of a shame.
Now it's early days, Anthony.
This
is round 2 of the championship. However, the wizards that are motorsport-timing.co.uk and Alpha Live are able to bring us the live championship point standings as we stand. So, despite that penalty earlier on, Cole Denham still leads the championship by 4 points over Jacob Ashcroft. If Jacob Ashcroft could get past Albert Frendo, you will see the difference decrease by 3. Because it's 65 points for a win in the final, 62 for second. So a 3-point differential for first and second. It's why in karting, ladies and gentlemen, every single position counts.
Yeah, indeed. And I mean, Cole's done a brilliant drive here. He's back up into P3 now as well. So he's latched onto the back of Ashcroft and Friend. Ashcroft, with the fastest lap of the race, is wanting to get back past Friend here for the race lead, but is not able to do so just yet. Will Green is latched onto the back of Denham as well. This could be good for Will Green.
Yes.
Of course, he's running that 5-second time penalty.
Indeed.
So if he can latch on to the back of Denham, Ashcroft and Friend and break away from the rest of the field, he might be okay, because currently a 5-second time penalty would put him about P11 as the race finished now.
So a top 10 is still very much on the cards for Argenti Motorsports number 154 driver Will Green, if he's smart. Now, obviously, there are things that he can't control, like if Ashcroft and Friend start battling now and slows everybody down. There's it's gone from bad to worse for Kai Clark. That's a second off-track excursion, and there was a bit of a damage at the front end of that kart. Now, there is our first glance briefly, that very smart sort of Albone Racing development liveried kart for Rook Thompson on our screens. That's Chris Walker's favourite. Now, at the top of Spoon Curve, that is where Kai Clark has gone off. And John Richardson has also, Azerbaijani driver, well, his mother's Azerbaijan, and he's worked for the Zip Factory team, but John has also slipped to the back of the pack as well. So maybe an incident between those two as they were recovering, and Kai Clark now out of the race.
Yeah, so a bit of a disaster for that. Dan Holland Racing has not had a good run in this one so far, but luckily they've got about 90% of the grid out there, so they've still got a few karts left to get a good result. But yeah, at the moment it's not going their way. Friend still leads the way then from Ashcroft and Denham, who are still slowly reeling in with Will Green in tow. Ellis Bell here leading a group of 4, and that's chopping and chaining as Wolfit sends it down the inside of Barham.
Yeah, Barham ran a little bit wide there, which opened the door. Rory Armstrong getting a penalty as well. Now, it's a case, so privateer driver Ellis Bell, the teams are going to have to work with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at Ellis Bell now, and I see Macaulay Bishop back in 2019 and 2020 when he was a privateer at the start, but then he was with Paul Munn's team, but it was still very much like a one-man band almost, and he was taking it to the big boys in Army Cadet. I'm seeing very, very similar. The big teams here, the Synergies, the Argentis, the Dan Hollands, the Strawberries, they've got to work with this plucky little privateer from Scotland who's holding on to a place in the top 5 at the moment. Wow, 4th for
well, yes.
Bell on corrected time with that penalty for Will Green.
Well, let's see what happens as the race goes on. 6 minutes plus 1 lap to go as we keep an eye on these top groups. Still the rest of the field looking well again. Charles Kirtley still now up to P14, 90 to just go. Charlie King's up 15 into P17. Finley Hines is up into P15 after gaining 11 positions out on circuit as well.
Not Finley Lines.
Not Finley Lines.
Sorry, who was sadly retired. He did get going again, but he has pulled the cart into the pit to stop.
Yeah, so Finley Hines just goes through. Yeah, championship standings again. It's, you know, very, very close here as again side by side here. And Ellis again defending it there from Wolfett.
But Wolfett could have just put. Wolfett was really trying to pass Bell. Now what Charlie Wolfett needs to do? He needs to work with Ellis Bell.
Yeah.
Ellis is he's going to go to the inside. Ellis doesn't defend too much because going into the carousel, that's where you lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
You can run that inside line down the Dragon Straight without losing lap times. But now. The second of the Synergy carts, they've all got the same graphics kit, but the second of the Synergy carts, number 113, Joshua Griffin, he will have to work with Ellis Bell or else lose touch with Charles Kirtley. So if Griffin can put his nose cone in the back bumper of Bell's cart and stay in the slipstream of Wolfett, and Griffin is doing that, no he's not, he looks to the inside. This is the problem that a privateer driver does have at the front. It's being magnified here. You know, it's not the drivers that are in the team's fault, but again, privateer driver, no, you're not going to be as quick as us because you're a privateer, and that's the theory in karting. It's not correct, but a lot of the drivers think that way. So get you out of the way. I need to work with my teammate. You're not a teammate of mine, and you're not even a big rival team. You'll see the drivers from big rival teams working together because they think, well, I know that he's fast because he's with Strawberry or KR Sports or Argenti or so on and so forth. But you can see now, because Griffin tried to pass Ellis Bell is falling away from Charlie Wolfett. Now Griffin maybe gets the message, he thinks, okay, I will push you, and he is pushing Ellis Bell this time. And you can't, and now Griffin gets past. No teamwork there. That's the Dan Holland Racing number 127 and Noah Barham going through. But it magnifies just how hard it is for these privateers to stay at the front because they've got no friends. No one will work with them. Ellis Bell has to earn the respect of these drivers. They think, okay, I will try and work with you now. Yeah,
and again, in cadet racing, you see it the most in cadet racing where there are so many teams in this that have got multiple drivers in the category, and you will see them work together. We saw it with Fusion. We see it with
Holly Roller
Motorsport.
Fusion.
You see it with them as well. You know, they will work together as a team to try and close those gaps. And like you say, as a privateer, you are all on your own. So yeah, it is a very tough place to be. But Bell, I think, really does do a fantastic job, and we'll have to see what he can do in this one. Albert Friend, however, has opened up that gap. He is the only Strawberry in the top 5. He's got a couple of Strawberry teammates.
Yeah,
closest Strawberry team,
Armstrong
and Tom Reed, who are 9th and 10th at the moment. So
but Armstrong's got a penalty coming his way. Albert Friend has only had 2 second-place finishes. There's Barry Ashcroft at foreground there, looking at Jacob, and I think the shrug of the shoulders there. Ashcroft is losing touch. Albert Friend, he hasn't won a round of the British Championship yet. He's got Lee Taylor looking after him. Lee Taylor guided Callum Bradshaw to last year's British title. He guided Callum Bradshaw to last year's Rotax Grand Final senior title. But now, with 2 minutes to go, Ashcroft, who is also searching for his first British Championship victory. He's had several podiums. We had a podium at Kimbolton, and now he is got to throw everything in the kitchen sink. Cole Denham, championship leader, he still leads the championship by 4 points, is third, but Albert Friend, and we spoke, we did a feature on Strawberry Racing, and the lads at Strawberry were, they were quite honest. They said, look, we just missed it a bit at Kimbolton. We weren't quite on the money at Kimbolton, so they've worked very hard to make sure they were on the money here, and Albert Friend is proving that their work is paying off by leading and keeping his nearest rivals, the 2 drivers that came first and second at the opening round, at bay. Now, there has been a change. Joshua Griffin and Noah Barham have both got past Ellis Bell. Bell now behind the 113 of Griffin, but still in 8th position. And Will Green, Will Green would be in 8th place once his penalty is applied. So Bell would move up to 7th, Griffin to 6th, Barham to 5th, Wolfit to 4th. But it's Strawberry Racing's Albert Friend leading the way at the moment. Through turn number 1, down Dragon Straight they go. The 113 of Josh Griffin checks over his shoulder. His friend into the carousel, up the hill, and then they flick right and right again into compression corner. Yellow flags waving off at the side of the circuit, and that is the number 125 Kart of Ella Lucia out of the race there. She trudges back to pit lane. 29 karts remain. The order: 29th is Alex Goodson, then 28th Brooke Thompson, Samia Paul is 27th, John Richardson 26th, 25th for Eva Morris, 24th Jaden Sherwood, 23rd Stanley Clark, 22nd Ryan Gandur, 21st Albie Lapper, and 20th Isaac Barker. Nat Johnson runs 19th, Finley Hines 18th, Charlie King up 15 places to 17th, Daniel Minto in 16th, Oliver Meek is 15th, then Oliver Majewski in 14th, the O-Plate champion, Luca Holmes-Ballack 13th, Blair Smith is 12th, Charles Kitely is 11th, Tom Reed is 10th, Rory Armstrong 9th, Bell 8th, Griffin 7th, Barham 6th, Wolfit 5th, Green 4th, Denham 3rd, Ashcroft 2nd, and Albert Friend your leader. That is how they run on track. I know some of those drivers, at least 2, Rory Armstrong and Will Green, have got 5-second penalties to be applied. Albert Friend is making sure that he stays very much in touch with Denham and Ashcroft in the championship. As things stand, and we can maybe have a look at the championship positions in a moment, but as things stand, there they go. There are 13 points separate Denham, Ashcroft and Friend in the point standings. Will Green, now that 4th place, as the checkered flag comes out, it is a first British championship win for Strawberry Racing's Albert Friend, and Jacob Ashcroft matches his career best result with 2nd. The closer Cole Denham couldn't quite close out a victory here at Gladagorst, but he maintains his championship lead with another podium position in 3rd. 4th on corrected scores will be Charlie Wolfit for the Synergy team, and that's a great 10th-place gain for Charlie, followed by Noah Barham, Joshua Griffin, and then in 7th place will be Ellis Bell. 8th will be Will Green after his penalty is applied. 9th will be Tom Reed, and then 10th will be Charles Kitely. Rory Armstrong, who finished 9th on the road, he will eventually be classified after his penalty is applied 16th. But a very happy Albie Friend. Anthony Jordan will be down in the pit lane. Henry Cameron comes on to the online chat to say hello, and unfortunately we didn't see Henry today. He was one of the 3 drivers in Junior Rotax who just missed out on a place in the repechage earlier today. So Henry, I know he's stayed and is watching the rest of his Ultimate R teammates and supporting them. And better luck next time, Henry. There is a look. Rook Thompson from Australia finishing 29th. That is not indicative of his pace. Like I said, he has had a few engine issues, and I know that his engine builder and his team are working very, very hard to get those resolved for the next round. But Anthony Jordan has made his way down to the pit lane. When the drivers come into the pits, Anthony will be there to speak to our provisional winner and a new name at the top of the Wera Tools British Kart Championship, Albert Friend. It's a first win of the, well, it's the first final win of the day. It's a first win for Albert Friend. It's a first win of the day for Strawberry Racing, and he's with Anthony Jordan right now. Take it away, DJ.
Well, the Minimax final is done, and I'm here with our race winner from that one, Albert Friend. Albert, well, what a race that was. It was a bit tricky at the start, but as soon as you got your legs underway, you were running away with it, weren't you?
Yeah, it was. I just thought, I looked behind and I had like a 3/10 gap, and I knew Jacob was out the toe, so I had to put the lap time in, and I just did it, and then I got away, and I was just, yeah.
You closed the championship up just that little bit now. It's certainly looking a little bit closer. You move yourself up to third in the championship, so still good running in the early stages. Are you looking forward to the next round?
Yeah, hopefully we can do the same again, but win maybe even the heats or something, or the pre-final as well.
Anyone you'd like to thank?
Strawberry Racing, my mechanic Lee Taylor, my dad and Nathan, Warwick and Straubs.
Well done, mate. Congratulations. We'll see you on the podium a little bit later on. Very well done to Albert Friend. Let's bring over, you're good, you can head off. Let's bring over Jacob Ashcroft, who is still all the way over there. Jacob, come on over. Come on over. Have a quick chat with us. And, well, Jacob, that was a tough old race. What can you tell us about it? Come on over just hear it a little bit more. What can you tell us about that race?
Well, I tried to obviously catch Albie, but I couldn't. I had a good start and I was in the lead for a few laps and Albie got past me. I tried to get back in, but the yellow flag sort of stopped that. And yeah, he just pulled away ever so slightly every lap and I was trying my best to catch him, but I just couldn't. What
do you think the cause of that was? Do you reckon it was tyres? I know this track is very harsh on the tyres. Were they just dropping off a little bit?
Yeah, this track really likes to kill your tyres. At the end of the race, the tyres were just hanging on for dear life. But as I went over double right, I was just sliding everywhere. So
you matched your career best finish still, another P2. It's still good championship points that you get, so you know it's still looking good in the championship. Do you feel you can come back a bit stronger for the next round?
Yeah, I feel like I could come back stronger. I mean, I need to, well, get a good position for the final next time, and hopefully I can win that time.
It's still a P2, so congratulations, well done. We'll see you on the podium a little bit later.
Yeah, see you later, thank you.
Excellent stuff there for Jacob Ashcroft. Let's bring in our still current championship leader, Cole Denham. Cole, come on over. Cole, it was a tricky pre-final for you, coming away with that 5-second penalty, so you started quite further down in the grid for that one. Tell us, how did you manage to get up into P3?
Yeah, well, obviously I got a penalty in the pre-final, so it put me back to 6th. The first corner I got quite a good start. I got up to 4th. I got up to 3rd by the top of the hill, and then yeah, they were a bit too quick to catch up to, and it was just ended up with a 3rd.
Yeah. Well, again, pace was very quick out there, wasn't it? But you maintain your championship lead, which is a good thing going into the next round. Are you still feeling like the team's done everything they can to make sure you have the best out of the car?
Yeah, well, the kart wasn't the best, but it's still quite good that I'm leading the championship because it's still giving me a boost going into the next round as well, so I'm quite happy with it.
Well, there we go. You're leading by just 4 points. It's very, very close, so it's going to be a tough championship all the way throughout. Anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Dan Holland Racing, Time Racing Engines, Tillett Racing Seats, Time Racing Engines and all of that.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. P3, we'll see you on the podium in a moment.
Thank you.
Excellent stuff. That's Cole Denham, who, like we say, maintains his championship lead by only a few points. Honda Cadet GX200 is coming up next. Henry, back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podium presentation for event 4 of the 2023 Wera Tours British Kart Championship here at Glanagorse. We'll get things underway with the Minimax 950 final, and it was an absolutely classic battle. The top 3 eventually separated by 2.6 seconds, but some of the racing, as you'll have seen, was phenomenal. Finishing in 3rd place, all the way from Scotland, representing Dan Holland Racing, it's Cole Denham. Oh, sorry. Cole maintains his championship lead, but it's very, very close at the top. So Cole a win at Kimbolton, and now a third here. Our next driver equals his career best result. He's got a 100% podium record in 2023. Also for Dan Holland Racing, it's Jacob Ashcroft. And I think there are less than 10 points separating the two of you. 8 points separating the top two at the top of the championship. But it is not a two-way fight in Minimax. It is a three-way fight. And it's hard to believe this next driver is claiming his first ever official Wera Tours British Championship karting victory. Representing Strawberry Racing, it's Albert Friend. Now, Albert's mechanic, Bruce, has parted company. He's gone back to the People's Republic of Thailand, Wera. So on behalf of Bruce, taking the winning mechanics medal, it's Albert's dad, George Friend. It's about time that we, there we go. I'm sure that Bruce won't matter having, won't be too offended. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, your Minimax 950 podium, ladies and gentlemen. Drivers.